I come from a product background. And so for me, the product means a lot, right? So there are entrepreneurs out there who build successful businesses just knowing there's a market need out there and they have an amazing strategy for just reaching that need and selling to it. And I'm sure those are great businesses. I'm not sure I know how to invest or pick those businesses. And what's worse is I'm not sure how to help there. And so I think, growing up in Silicon Valley, one of the things that I internalized early is that actually there's a lot of people out there, right? If you pursue angel investing as just an investor, the likelihood that the best founders, that the best opportunities will come to you, to me, is that's not even random luck. It's adverse selection. You have to ask why. Why are they coming to you? Right? There's so many other great investors out there, and so I think as an operator, it's a little easier because you know where you think you add value. Right? I've done product for years. I've built growth teams, go to market, and raised money. Right? And so there's a lot of founders who want advice on those things. And what I love about angel investing is that normally in most of the business world, if you want an advisor, you have to pay them to do it. It's only in tech with angel investing where someone will give you money to fund your company
And then time.
and then give you advice. They're paying you to give you advice. So I know that when I am looking for advice, when I look for investors, I always tell founders it's a hiring decision, right? And I think about the people that I need help from, and vice versa. I always try to think that other way. But what you mentioned is like for me, I invest very early. So mostly seed stage, right? So usually they have a team, they've built a product, but it hasn't reached scale yet. And so for me, I look a lot at, I do look at product itself, in fintech in particular. Where does this really add value, right? Is it just a distribution play, which I'm not a big fan of? Or is there something economically valuable you're creating there? So I care a lot about the product. I care a lot about the target market. Who is that product valuable for? Where does it create value for them? And then I look at product founder fit, right? Everyone talks about product market fit, but at early stages, you often don't have evidence of that. But I do care about the founder story. Is it authentic, right? Are they doing it because they think they can make money here? Or are they doing it because they have a genuine passion for the customer problem, for the product itself, the technology? Because to me, it's so difficult to build a new company and to be that contrarian, to have an idea of where you could create a lot of value, that if you don't have that fit, you won't have the durability, the grit, to kind of get through all the hard times. And so that generally tends to be how I invest. And, like everyone, you read Power Law. It turns out most startups don't work. Um,
Surprise, surprise.
but yeah, the great thing about when you invest this way is, first of all, if you know that, that's okay. That's part of the model, right? I've actually been very disappointed. I've been on the cap table with a lot of other angel investors. And unfortunately, one of the features, or at least one of the benefits I give to founders I work with, is sometimes how to deal with difficult angels that they let into a round who maybe aren't familiar with it and are trying to squeeze out every dollar. To me, if you're an angel investor, and you don't realize that it's really hard to build a business and most of them don't work and you probably won't get the money back, you actually aren't a great benefit to that founder. And in some ways, you're a liability, in both the literal and emotional sense. So I think that that's just part of it. And then I love angel investing because I learned so much from it. As I've had a good career, had some success, a number of companies with products and services, made some mistakes as well. But it's almost breathtaking to work with some founders. Like watching Dylan build out Figma has just been unbelievable. You mentioned Gusto, just unbelievable. We use all these services we're using to help build Daffy. So many of them are founders and folks that I had the great pleasure of working with and funding. Just amazing to see. And usually they give you ideas about what's possible,
Yeah.
right? Like whatever bar you have for yourself, there's something about working with great people, and that includes investing in them and seeing what they can accomplish that makes you realize, like, no, could do more, right? Like they're it's just unbelievable. So I love it. For me, it helps me learn continuously about all the new ways to build products, all the ways to build markets, and just ways to lead. Which everyone has a different style, but there's a lot of room for inspiration there as well.